Look at the elbow to knee to elbow escape from mount today, and just a couple of variables on it, how to make it work successfully, and most importantly, what our goals and objectives are. So I'll just grab Emma onto mount, please. So just as a golden rule, right? I very rarely want my hands above the belt. I very rarely want my elbows exposed where they can get picked up. And the second thing is, the last thing is, it's very hard for me to get out of mount while I'm flat on my back. So I've got to make sure that I'm able to turn to my side without my back being taken, without being gift wrapped, etc., etc. So other things that we're going to do from here is I'm trying to get my right elbow onto the inside of Emma's knee. My right elbow. So how does this work? Right, so what I'm going to do is, one of the core things is my head goes on the ground. If Emma has control of my head, this is really hard to bridge and to move, so I do want to make sure my head's on the ground. Number two is this. If my partner's got a good squeeze on the knees, I need to create space. So what I start to do is I'll leave my hands on the inside, but I keep them trapped here. I want to slide my hips to my left and to my right a couple of times to get my elbow to the inside position. This is one of the core fundamental motions. I see people, they're trying to push in, they're trying to push and all that, but the devil is the squeeze Emma has between the knees. I'm not creating space where I need my elbow to go. So what I'm doing is I'll put my hands here and I'm up against, I'll make sure my arms don't extend, so it's a frame system. And what I'm going to do from here is it's going to go left and right. So left, right, and just get my elbow to the inside. I do straighten, so if I'm onto my right side, my right leg straightens and I'm going to push to my right, just to get a little bit of space. This is all I'm after. My hands do extend now because it's very hard for my partner to armbar or upgrade because I've got pressure on the hips, right? So I'll make sure that the hips are pinned to the ground. Like if I'm up over, they can upgrade armbar, etc., etc. Right, so it's really important that when I'm doing this motion here, that I'm pinning the hip. So once again, is I get a frame system. As a general rule, once again, is if I try to put my right elbow in, my right elbows, my right hand's under the frame system. If it's over, it's easier for my partner to pry the arm out. So I normally go here. So my right hand's under the frame system. My right hand is under. My right hand is under the frame system. That's the frame. My right hand's under the frame.
My words will be over it.
Well,
but I see that your wrist is
like on my top. So I'd be under the frame system. So this way, if Emma tries to drive into me, where if it's over, she's going to collapse my frame system. So it's really important that the C-grip's under from here. Number two is this. I am going to go wriggle. So what I'm doing is my head goes on the ground, side, elbow comes in. If I'm on my right side, I straighten my right leg and push. I make sure that I'm pushing the tension down to make sure her hips go to the ground, and that gives me space to be able to start to hip escape to my left, to be able to recover my guard. Okay, can you stop that? I'll explain why we're doing specific motions, Emma, I'm out. Yeah. So I'm going to keep working on my right side again. So the frame system here, head onto the ground, side, elbow comes in, my left hand doesn't push in, the top hand doesn't push in, I'll straighten my leg, that's the key, so there's a valley to push my partner into. So from here, I straighten my leg, so there's a valley to push my partner into. Come back up. So left hand pushes, down, create space, drop my right hand leg, or now turn to my side, bring my knee to my chest, I'm going to cut the ankle. So if Emma's up or posting up, from here, I've got this ability to now watch carefully. I hold the heel to my hip. I hold the heel to my hip. And I'm going to slowly, just put my foot on the ground. And that will turn my partner over and give me the ability to come up. So again. On the mount position. Frame, head on the ground, wriggle, elbow, push, turn, slide, ankle, hold it to my hip. push the knee down, come up on top. So you're going to get to a really nice open guard position, you're able to pass, and it's really easy for me to control the takedown as well. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This is why I like to do the technique properly before we show the counters. And it's not right or wrong, and there's so many options, and you can do quite a variety of stuff with this. But what I want to do is I want to kind of get to a position that I'm threatening with either an ankle lock or a sweep to get to the top position. And I'm using, I guess, the word biomechanics so that it's harder for my partner to have options to counter or escape. Right, so I'm going to go through some more details just so everyone kind of understands what we're trying to do, and that will help with the final part of the movement. So Corey's on mountain, and I'm just going to fast track to where I want to be. Okay, so once again, hands go in, side to the other side, elbow comes in, push, chest up. So I need my knee to be at 90 degrees to the ceiling. Very important. If my knee is flat, Corey's going to crush it, etc. If it's too far open, once again, I don't have any leverage on this. It's not a very good guard. I might be able to rescue butterfly guard. I don't have any leverage, so it's here. Second thing is this is, I'm not trying to grab my part yet. Like what I'm trying to do is, the thing goes where I'm going to do a side punch. So I'm going to side punch to go ankle. So I'm not trying to sit up. Right. So I side punch and side punch. Nice. Now just put my knee down, and that will start to put him in a position to sweep. And this is what I'm saying to you, like it's going to give me options as far as the attacks goes on the opposite leg if I need to. If Corey's back up and he has amazing pace, which he does, so I'm side and I'm trying to sweep Corey, and he's like, nope. You think about it this way, it says, instead of trying to lift my foot, I just put my knee down. Right, so my knee goes down. But if I'm holding the ankle, my knee goes down. This is going to give me far better ability to knock you over. Second is, you can't rescue full guard because my leg's in the way. Right. So the third part about it is, if I want to play the leg entrances, I do the opposite. I pick my palm over, lift my leg up, bring it through. So if I do want to play leg entrances, I try to sweep to take the weight off the foot. So if I'm going legs, I lift. If I'm going sweep, I lift down and turn my knee. Once on the leg, once again, it's actually on the wrong side anyway for the, unless you want to go heel hook, but inside the gi, don't do that. So apply pressure, and that will put him down on the ground. And that will give me the option now to once again come up. So whether you want to initiate the immediate sweep or whether you want to go the ankle lock, we go either way. So sweep is that I'm taking my partner on the same side, I'm holding the ankle, everything's on the ground. The ankle lock is I need to lift the leg to put the leg onto my hip to attack it. So they're your two choices, and there's pretty much only two choices unless you want to go back into a butterfly guard or sit up and sweep. So let's just drill those two out again. Okay, 1, 2, 3. What's that, mate? Yep. Of the countermeasure, and it's pretty easy really. There's some telltale signs that's going to give away what side we're trying to move to. So just grab Emma up onto mount again for me, please. So I'm gonna counter this a little bit later about why I don't do this or why I do it. So do it. Okay. So the frame system number one is what it's designed for is if Emma tries to move forward to get high on the mat, it just blocks it. But if Emma slides backwards, if I follow her, my frame system gets broken and it's easy for her to attack. So it's very important that my frame system from here, I'm not chasing my partner, I'm locking it in, right? Does that kind of make sense? The option would be that I have my hands on the centre line, like I'm doing CPR. And what I'm going to do from here is, Emma doesn't know which side I'm going to push to my right side. Right? And so she's unaware of what side I'm going to take. So for me, it's kind of like, okay, Emma doesn't know. But the giveaway would be that I'm going to drop my leg, so she's aware of what side to push. So it's the same. With my legs, if I just start pushing, I'm pushing it into my own legs, so there's nothing to do. If I drop my legs flat, then Emma's just going to go flat as well, and now I can't even push. So we're going to work the box system. I will cover that a little bit later on from it. Box system. So Emma automatically knows that I'm going to be pushing to my right hand side to her left hand side. she does two things. Emma's right hand throws up over my shoulder, right? Yep, so throw your right hand, and her left knee drives under my frame system. So she crosses me over. So what's happened now is my frame system compromised, and the side that I'm trying to push down is now too high to get any purchase on. So this is one of the easiest ways to counter it. So the most common thing that's going to happen is I go, okay, well, I can't work that side, I'll go the opposite side. So as I switch, Emma goes, okay, other hand goes up nice and high, other knee goes nice and high, and before you know it, we're underneath the armpits and we're ready to attack arm bars, kimuras or chokes, whatever like that. So we're working off the frame system, so frame. As Emma realises it's a frame system, so I go side, 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 elbow in, hand goes high, as I push, knee goes high, boom, jams it. I'm like, I don't want to get my back taken, so I frame system, come on the opposite side, and just simply climbs up. So now we're in a position to be able to start to cook our partner. This is horrible for the person underneath, because even if I swing my hips, her hips are far enough away that I can't quite do my kipping escape, and she's got the control. So the way that I like to do it from is, we're now going to get a cross grip, so Emma's right hand's going to pick up my left sleeve, so my right sleeve, so Emma's right, and just going to pull it across, and this will put me in a position where we can body wrap, gift wrap, etc. So this is horrible for me. Okay, thank you. I'll just grab Emma out. The key fundamentals in an armbar, and we'll just start with an exposed arm, is if your knees are even, this is quite difficult to swing to an armbar. So the way that I teach the kids is very simple. It's this, right? You're going to go on the far side, not the near side, to pick it up. So you don't come over the top to pick it, because you don't control the elbow. So come the far side. To block the elbow, we're going to put the knot of our belt or our belly button onto the opponent's elbow. So how do we do that? Like, nice and easy is this. First of all, you're going to slide your left knee under my shoulder, and they're going to come up onto your right foot. So that allows you to pick up the arm. See, what I see people do, go back one step, is if you come up onto your right foot first, now try and slide your left knee. It's quite difficult because your weight's on that side. Second is, if you come up onto your right, you actually give me a space to be able to escape because you're not holding it. So if you think about this way, is to get your body behind my elbow, slide. If I'm on this side, slide. And so now I can't get my elbow out because it's caught. The downfall about it is you can't do the armbar because your weight's here. So we're going to step up. And as you step up, you turn. For me personally, right, is you're allowing me to get my grips together because your grip's low. So if you take that grip mechanic high onto your gi and you put your thumb inside your gi, this is harder for me to get it. Secondly, you're at the end of the lever. Right. So now, what I do is the top collar, push that into my throat. Right. So this has stopped me from turning into you to chase the armbar. Now, you put all your weight down towards my hips. Now slowly step your leg over my head and sit down. Because my arm's at extension, I don't have much time to recover or anything like that. Where if your hand was low before, we get this ability where we get into this fight. And you know, it's not that you can't win, but why would you put yourself into a fight? Like why would you give them an opportunity to get out? So one more time. To think about it this way, so where if you're trying to armbar my right arm, it's your right arm that holds it. So right arm, left arm, left arm. Number 2, slide behind the shoulder. This will help turn me over. Number 3, hand goes to your top of your gi. That's very important. Okay, step up on your foot. So my arm's already extension. Lean down to my hips. So this way, all your weight's on me to stop me from sitting up. Push it down, step over from there. Now, before you sit down, slowly extend my arm. And you're going to get the armbar before you even sit down. Okay, let's go guys. 1, 2, 3. Just nice and slow. Nothing harder, nothing faster than that. Just get the armbar.